Today, on this channel, we will be discussing about the hands-on review with the Dell Inspiron Reset Plus laptop. You might struggle with the limited ports, but it runs smoothly and holds a charge really well. Key takeaway. The backlit keyboard includes a button for quick access to Microsoft's AI-powered digital assistant. It charges quickly, holds power all day long, and cools off before you know it. Only 3 USB ports are available, no HDMI or Ethernet. Earlier this year, Dell revealed some new Inspiron laptops. 4 new models dropped, a set of 2-in-1 laptops, the Inspiron 16 Plus and the Inspiron 14 Plus. Thanks to Dell, I had the opportunity to spend some time with the Dell Inspiron 14 Plus laptop, powered by the Snapdragon X Plus Sonnex 9 processor. I've put the laptop through its paces to see how it holds up in everyday scenarios. After about 2 weeks of daily use, here's my take on what you can expect from this versatile device. First impressions of Dell's Inspiron 14 Plus laptop. When I first unboxed it, I was immediately struck by how solid the laptop felt in my hands. Even though it's compact, it has a surprising weight that makes it feel durable and well-built. The ice blue case with its soft rounded edges adds a subtle touch of class that looks and feels way better than any picture can describe. I was also pleased to notice that the surface does a great job of resisting fingerprints. But what really stood out to me was the keyboard. The soft touch keys felt almost rubbery under my fingers, which I knew from the start would make typing comfortable. I also liked the backlit keyboard, which made typing in low light much easier and added a sleek glow to the laptop. Another feature that immediately caught my attention was the dedicated Copilot button. This is Dell's first Inspiron laptop with Copilot Plus. Quick access to Microsoft's AI features with just one press is incredibly convenient if you're like me and already have too many keyboard shortcuts memorized to make room for yet another. I should also highlight the charger. The power brick is impressively compact, smaller than a typical smartphone, though slightly thick. This design complements the laptop's compact size perfectly. Together with the 0.67-inch thick laptop, they fit into my backpack with no problem, so I know it's incredibly convenient for on-the-go use. Using the Copilot Plus Inspiron laptop. Dell's Inspiron 14 Plus is designed for pretty much anyone. The 14-inch QHD Plus touchscreen was a highlight for me, with vibrant colors and sharp details that didn't distract or dull my work or video streams. The touch functionality was responsive and convenient, especially when I needed to quickly navigate through apps or adjust settings, and especially when playing around with Co-Creator in Paint. One feature I stumbled upon by accident was the webcam's privacy shutter. I didn't even know it was there until I tried to join a video call and found my camera was covered. A quick slide of the switch and I was back in action. The webcam itself is top-notch, especially with the Windows Studio effects. The AI-driven features like background blur, automatic framing, and forced eye contact, that one was weird at first, I'll be honest, are genuinely useful, especially since they work across any video app. The laptop's security features also impressed me. The fingerprint reader embedded in one of the keys is incredibly fast and accurate. In the 2 weeks I used the laptop, it never failed once, and I appreciated how it sped up my workflow. Setting up and using facial recognition was just as easy. Pairing these features with presence detection, which wakes the laptop as soon as I sit down, meant I could start working almost immediately. Unfortunately, this laptop only has one USB 3.2 Type A port and 2 USB 4 Type C ports, which meant I couldn't plug in all the USB devices I typically use at my desk. Without an HDMI port, I was also limited to using the laptop's screen, which was a bit of a drawback for my setup. However, It did make me realize that it might be time to upgrade my monitors to keep up with the latest tech. On the plus side, the laptop does include an audio jack for headphones, which I appreciated for easy, direct audio access, something I don't get with my other computer. Performance-wise, I was initially concerned about the 16 GB of memory, especially since I'm used to working with 32 GB on my everyday PC. However, those concerns quickly faded. The Snapdragon X Plus processor handled everything I threw at it without even a mild hiccup. The laptop didn't miss a beat, whether I was running Slack or apps notorious for sucking up system resources like Chrome or an image editor. This isn't a gaming laptop, so I can't comment on how well it works for intense gaming, although web-based games were just as smooth for me as streaming videos. One thing I did notice was that the laptop gets warm during extended use. However, the heat was localized to the upper part of the keyboard, and it never got so hot that it became uncomfortable. I used it unplugged for a while on my lap and never needed a break, and shutting the laptop cooled it off within 15 minutes. This is something I've had to deal with on other laptops, but it was much less of an issue here. Dell claims, up on the anthropology section, to never come off charged. I found that the laptop charged incredibly fast, going from around 50% to full in just about an hour, even while I was still using it. Dell claims up to 21 hours of battery life, and in my experience, that's pretty accurate. I loved being able to move from my desk to the couch without having to worry about running out of juice before the end of the day. Is the Dell Inspiron 14 Plus worth it? After spending a good amount of time with the Dell Inspiron 14 Plus, I can confidently say that it's a laptop that's well worth considering. The combination of solid build quality, thoughtful AI integration, and impressive battery life makes it a great companion. And it's easy enough to grab a USB hub if you think you can't make do with the limited ports, although you'll need even more adapters if HDMI and wired internet are important to you. For me, the Inspiron 14 Plus strikes a perfect balance between performance, convenience, and security. Whether I'm working, streaming, or just browsing, this laptop has proven to be up to the task. If you're in the market for a new laptop that can handle a wide range of activities, I'd say the Inspiron 14 Plus is definitely worth a closer look. You can grab the setup I tested for $1,099.99, or opt for a smaller 256 GB SSD for $899.99. There's also a 1 TB option powered by the Snapdragon X Elite, and configuration options that include an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor with up to 32 GB of RAM. Like what you just watched? Subscribe to our YouTube channel for engaging articles, exclusive content, and the latest updates.